And I think that is because that people tend to choose short-term short-term fad diets, quick fixes. They see someone on Instagram or in a magazine and think, oh gosh, they did that, I'm going to do it too. And it's unrealistic. And if we are choosing a diet that's about deprivation, it's about shakes, it's about bars, it's about lettuce leaves or cabbages, and we have unrealistic expectations about what we can achieve, it's unsurprising that we fall off the wagon. It really is.
And what are some of the main issues with these short-term, quite restrictive diets? Because, on paper we see people succeed in them, and when we fail, what are the sort of the major issues with these?
I think one of the problems is it's taking away from real food. So it might be that you've moved to shakes or bars or dried food. It might be that you're restricting yourself and taking away an entire food group, let's say cut out carbohydrates. It might be that you've just put simply too much faith in a food group, like, oh, well, all I'm going to eat is protein and therefore I will lose weight because we've read an article in a magazine or on the media. And it's just very, very unrealistic way of eating. What we should instead be doing is eating real food, good food. Most of us already eat pretty healthily, but actually a lot of us eat far too much. So we need to be really careful with our portion control and actually try and eat less food than we're currently eating.
I just want to bring it back briefly to when you mentioned that the UK being the most overweight nation in all of Western Europe, which is, still relatively shocking. Is there any particular reason why the UK is so much more or so much worse at sort of weight loss and dieting compared to most other countries, or is it something just sort of nothing we can really pin down? It's just something that just seems to be inherent with us.
I'm not sure we're worse at weight loss or dieting, but I do think we eat a lot more than Western Europe, and our lifestyle follows much more closely the American model. So you just walk down the high street, what do you see? 4 or 5 coffee shops. A cappuccino is 200 or 300 calories, accompanied by a muffin. You've eaten 600 calories and you've barely even noticed it because you've probably eaten it on the move. Our social media is dominated by food. Our TVs are dominated by cooking shows. And food is now occupying a position in our life that it never used to. So I think we've followed the American model there in a way that perhaps Western Europe hasn't, it probably will do at some point, but it hasn't yet quite caught up with us on that front. And then our response to that is, oh my goodness, I must lose weight quick. What shall I do? Oh, I'll do this fad thing. I saw it on social media. I'll just cut out everything. And people do things dramatically rather than in a considered and sustainable way. So rather than thinking, you know what, it's taken me 20 years to put all this weight on, but I'm going to get it off in 2 weeks. We're very unrealistic. What we need to do is think, okay, how can I lose weight? I need to aim for around about 2 pounds a week, which is exactly what we do at Jane Plan. We need to work in line with NHS guidelines and the National Institute of Clinical Excellence guidelines, which is exactly what we do at Jane Plan. And we do promote good food, healthy eating in a balanced way, not excluding any major food groups, and aiming to lose a healthy 2 pounds a week.
And you mentioned sort of one of the new sort of dietary sort of fads, I suppose, that have happened recently, which is diet delivery services. They're relatively new and they've happened, but they've been relatively successful so far. So why is it that this particular service works so well, and what makes it so effective?
I don't think a diet delivery is a fad. If you think we're getting everything delivered now, we get our media and books delivered from Amazon. We get our supermarket delivered from Ocado. I think what we're trying to do now, because we're all so busy, is we're trying to make life easier and more convenient. So why would you not have healthy food delivered to your door? I think diet per se is a bit of a sort of a dirty word, but it does explain what we do, a diet delivery service. I think the reason they're so incredibly successful and the reason Jane Plan is so successful is that people are very time poor. They need convenience. They also need to kind of know what to do, because I think people are very confused. Do I do this? Do I do that if I'm trying to lose weight? Do I cut out this? Do I eat more of that? How many calories are in this? Can I have wine? Can I have coffee? Can I have carbohydrates? People just don't know because there is a plethora of confusing information out there. And so what we do is we do it all for everybody. We take away the guesswork. We do the thinking for you. And we put together your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner, and one snack a day. Everything is literally popped into a box and delivered to your door in a very healthy way. Delicious food, carefully sourced ingredients, but most importantly, or almost most importantly, It's portion and calorie controlled, so you're eating the right amount to help you become a healthy weight.
Brilliant. I think I definitely need to start doing this. I've got a few Christmas pounds on, so I think I might start having to subscribe.
You're not alone. You're not alone. We're all in the same boat.
I know, and you're quite right. There's so much confusing information out there. The amount of times I've tried to start diets and start all sorts of things, and I never know what the best thing is to do. So I'm like, is it eat more protein? Is it cut out carbs? Is it drink more water? Is it cut out all alcohol? It's so confusing. I never know what the best thing is for me and how to deal with it. So, stuff like this is really, really helpful. So finally, where can our listeners go for further information about all this?
Well, if you're just looking at a general look around about how to lose weight, don't start looking on the internet at quick fixes. Instead, Google NHS lose weight. They will give you some very sensible advice. And for more particular information and for help and support, Google JanePlan.com or go to www.janeplan.com. And that way you can see exactly what we do and how we can best help you. You can speak to one of our fully qualified nutritionists. You can also do a BMI calculation on our website, so you'll know if you're a healthy weight or not and what you need to become a healthier weight.
Brilliant. I think that's everything we had to ask. Is there anything you'd like to add before we finish up?
No, but just to say, don't beat yourselves up. Rome wasn't built in a day, and if you have got a few pounds or a few stone to lose, it is a journey, and it's a life-changing journey, and it won't happen in a matter of days or weeks, but you will get there as long as you do it sensibly, sustainably, and enjoyably.
Brilliant. I think enjoyable is definitely the key in that. But thank you so much for your time, Jane. That was really, really wonderful and really, really interesting. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.